Hey guys, Felicia here. Before we start the show, I want you to do me a quick favor. Can you hit that like button? Can you hit that subscribe button? Can you leave me a written review? If you've been listening to this show, you love this show. If you've had a coaching session with me and you rocking with me and this show has helped you, please let the people know. Please write a review. This helps other people know about the show. Also, go share this with somebody. Don't keep all this goodness to yourself. Because I'm telling you, like even in today's episode, gems are about to be dropped. Don't hoard the gems. Share. The more gems you share, the more gems you'll get. It's the law of the universe. Okay? All right. Now let's start the show. Welcome to the Trill MBA Show. I'm your host, Felicia Rose Anuha, aka the Trillest MBA you will ever know. And I'm here to help you survive and thrive in corporate America by giving you the truth and being as real as only I can be. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm so excited that you decided to spend some time with me today. I have a great episode for us because today we are going to shed light on a topic that often has our anxiety trying to jump off a cliff and take us with it. Yes, we are going to talk about networking. I personally love networking. I love connecting people. I'm a natural connector, but I understand and I get that, listen, no new friends. Drake said it best, right? No new friends. Wrong. I love Drake, but guys, we've got to network. We've got to expand our networks. It's very important for us to have networks. But today, I was inspired by an article in Forbes that talked about the fear of networking. I'll link that article in the show notes. But I really realized like a lot of us don't really want to be bothered, especially after the pandemic. Like we spent almost 2 years in the house. Well, some of us did. Some of y'all was out there acting a fool, wilding out, having a good time, risking it all. And part of me wants to be mad, but part of me is like, hey, I'm just glad I made it. So whatever. But I still wear a mask on planes sometimes. And then sometimes I raw dog it. It's all good. It's all good. So today I am going to demystify some common misconceptions about networking. We're going to confront this fear of networking. And I'm going to show you why it's essential for your career growth. And I'm going to give you some homework.
My house caught on fire.
I slipped and fell in an ice patch, and the homework exploded.
Saber-tooth tiger came back to life and ripped it to shreds.
And that's why I don't have it.
You know you get homework on this show. Listen, we're not listening just to be listening. We're listening to take action. And so that's what we're going to do today. All right, so let's get into it. First, let's talk about what the hell is networking exactly anyway, because networking is one of those things everybody be talking about, like, oh, you got to network. But nobody says, how do you network? I really hate that. It's just like when people say, oh, you got to get a mentor. Oh, you got to get a sponsor. Oh, you got to network. But nobody ever says exactly how to do it. But I got you, girl. I am here to help you today. So what exactly is networking? Let's get to the root and the tutor and all the things of it. Networking is essentially, very simply, connecting with other human beings, right? And I know some people cringe at the idea of that because it feels fake, or it seems like, oh, need something, or oh, they need something from me. And they feel like it's manipulative or it's not genuine. But I want to set the record straight. That's not what networking is about. It's simply relationship building, like genuinely building relationships with people. genuinely being concerned and interested in what other human beings have going on. And at the root of it, it's a fundamental understanding that in this world, we need people. We need each other. And networking is just honoring the fact that we need each other. If we're trying to get anywhere, do anything, go anywhere, we need each other. Like, for example, can you fly the plane when you go to the airport? Are you going to put your bag on the plane? The point is, you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything without the assistance of other people. And even when it seems like, well, that's their job, they don't have to help you. You ain't all that special when you put it in that context. Like, yeah, they're doing your job, but they're doing it out of the goodness of, I need this paycheck. So don't sit there and act like people owe you anything. Nobody owes you anything. And that's at the core of networking. It's not what can somebody do for you. It's really about, hey, we're humans. At some point, we're going to need each other. How can I help you? And if you don't have a spirit of helping, yes, networking is going to be hard for you. But I encourage you strongly to get deep in your spirit that you're trying to help fellow human beings get somewhere and be better. And we all going to be better together. Okay? Mm-hmm. So at a genuine level, networking is about building relationships where you can help each other grow professionally and personally. Now, you got to understand, networking is vital to your career progression because you can't promote yourself. Like, you can't sign the paperwork to like change your job grade. You can't write the job description and approve it and then get the company to pay you. You can't do none of that by yourself. And so this is why it's critical for you to build relationships with the people that you work with so that you can grow your career. People will know about opportunities before they're even posted. And if you have the relationships built, you will know about those opportunities when they're not posted. You will be considered for opportunities even when you're not even in the room. I'll give you a great example. So in my network, Natalie, friend to the show, president of BMAA, she had somebody hit her up and say, hey, do you know anybody that would be great for this VP of marketing role? And since she texted me and she said, hey, do you know anybody that's interested in this role? And I was like, me? And so today I had my first round interview for this job.
You really did it.
So like, literally didn't know about the job, didn't look for the job, wasn't even paying attention. But in my network, I have people who bring me opportunities. This is why you need to build your network.
Bloody.
And understand, it's not necessarily about being a certain type of person. You don't have to be me to build that type of network where people are looking out for you and you're looking out for other people. I think the first thing you have to realize is that if you keep other people at the heart of your networking plan, then you will be taken care of. So that's the biggest thing to take away. So that's the foundation of networking. When I come back from the break, I'm going to talk through some of the fear that we have around networking, some things that may have happened to you before. We're going to talk about it. And actually, I'm excited because we're going to hear about some of this from some celebrities that you know when we get back from the break. Hey there, travel enthusiasts. Are you tired of struggling to find hair and skincare products that cater to your unique needs while on the go? Look no further than blacktravelbox.com. Black Travel Box is your one-stop shop for travel-sized natural hair and skincare products, specifically curated for Black travelers. No more settling for generic products that don't work for your hair type or skin tone. Whether you're jet setting to a tropical island or embarking on a cross-country road trip, Black Travel Box has you covered with their convenient and TSA-approved travel kits. Plus, by supporting Black Travel Box, you're not just getting high-quality products, but you're also supporting a Black-owned business that is dedicated to promoting inclusivity in the travel industry. So, travel in confidence, style, and grace with Black Travel Box. Visit blacktravelbox.com now and get ready to slay your next trip. Don't let your beauty routine suffer while you explore the world. And hey guys, let me tell you, Black Travel Box products are amazing, especially that body butter. Listen, I got a promo code for you. Use the code JETSET. That's JETSET, all caps, JETSET. And you can get a discount from Black Travel Box because of who? The Trill MBA. Happy travels, beautiful people. Now, let's get back to the show. All right, guys, welcome back from the break. If you haven't got your Black Travel Box, I just don't know what you're waiting for. The summer is almost over. Don't wait. You need your travel things, okay? So now, listen, in the last segment, we talked through what exactly is networking. And basically, at the heart of it, it's about building relationships with other human beings. Don't make it complicated. Unfortunately, though, we are human beings. And sometimes building relationships with people we don't really know is scary. There's a lot of fear when it comes around, oh my God, I have to build my network. Oh my God, I got to talk to people. Yes, Negro, you got to talk to people. It's okay. They don't bite. They really don't. And sometimes if you have an open mind, you'll be surprised. So let's dive into some of these fears and misconceptions of networking. So many people fear the rejection, or they fear being seen as needy. And let me tell you something, specifically Black women. I know that we hate asking for help. I know, but we've got to put our pride aside and we need to ask, okay? Because sometimes you be thirsty for opportunity, but you don't want to ask. And I can't read your mind. If you don't ask, nobody can read your mind and you just be thirsty. Is that what you want? No. Because we out here trying to get bags. We ain't got time to be thirsty. We got to go hunting. So, please gather your sister and ask for help, okay? And if you don't know how to ask for help, ask your friend to help you figure out, how do I send this email? How do I ask? And listen, you are not alone in the not wanting to ask for help. I hate asking for help. Now, I will help anybody. If I can help you, I will help you. But when I need help and I need to ask, it is so painful. Even right now, I want to ask a particular somebody to be my mentor and help me figure out some things. And I'm telling you right now, I have sat there. I even saw the person yesterday and I was like, hey, how you doing? Good, all right. I need to ask this person for help. And I don't want to. But I'm going to, because I need to. And if they say no, they say no. It's not personal. And I know that's one of the fears that I have is oh, I'm going to be disappointed. I hate to be disappointed. Listen, niggas is going to disappoint us, okay? It's going to happen. So you got to let that go. And you just got to ask for the help that you need, okay? And understand, it's not all about taking. It's about sowing seeds. Networking is also about sowing seeds. And so if you have in your mind that, oh, I'm asking all these people for things, make sure you're working on how can I sow into other people too? There has to be a balance. If you're not balancing it, the universe is not going to reward you. You're going to feel a lot of rejection. And if you start your networking plan and you start asking people and meeting people and you're getting a lot of people like ignoring you, you're going to take a step back and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, what have you done for other people? Because I know when I pick up the phone most of the time with people in my network, if I pick up the phone and say, I need, it's always a say less. Because everybody knows that if you call me and you say you need, I'm going to say less. I got you. So again, it is a bartering system of our energy, time, influence, all those things. And it's so important, guys, to build this out for yourself. And to do it properly, you need to give. Okay? And so this is not about what you can take. It's not about, oh, let me find the most influential people and network only with them. No, it's network with everybody. Like I network with people, the people you think they look like they nothing today, them the people you want to network with. Especially if you know they got a dream, they're hungry, and those are the people that you want to help today. Because tomorrow, you have no idea where those people going to be, but they're going to be up. I can guarantee you that. And also, a lot of times, we let imposter syndrome get in the way. And I know imposter syndrome is the buzzword du jour, but it's true. Like, sometimes we think, oh, well, why would that person want to talk to me? I don't really have much to offer them. Bullshit. You alive, you breathing. You know things, you're smart, you're intelligent. You have no idea. And sometimes having a coffee with somebody, just talking shop, could mean the world, could mean everything. It gets your creative juices flowing, you get ideas. Like that is golden. So don't discount who you are in the process of networking. And one of the craziest things I find that we do is sometimes when we're trying to network, we shoot our shot one time. And we're like, oh, no, I tried. You said call you. I'm not going to leave you alone. Don't do that. A lot of people are busy. And I'll give you the best example ever. In this clip, you are going to hear from Issa Rae and Kevin Hart. Take a listen.
Even in talking to you, you just been like, hit me. And I'm like, this is he lying.
You told me one time, no, Kev, you told me one time, you said, I hit you. And you ain't hit me back. I was like, all right, this one time. I was like, damn. I was like, so it's over? What do you mean? I said, this one time I was shooting. I was out the country. He's like, all right, well, Kev, you be saying that shit, but I hit you one time. I was like, it was one time.
That sounds like me.
Okay, so this clip, basically, it's a clip from their interview from Heart to Heart. Issa's like, you told me to call you and I called you and you didn't answer. And then Kevin's like, but it was one time. Like, you called me one time. Like, I was out of the country on business. Like, you got to call again. So that's what the clip is. Yeah, and she says that that's her. That sounds like her. And it's like, it sounds like a lot of us, right? And so you can't just call somebody one time and then be like, oh, they didn't answer. They didn't call back, whatever. You got to be a little persistent, okay? Like, Issa Rae reached out to Kevin Hart one time. Like, girl, you got to reach out again. Of course he wants to talk to you. You're Issa Rae. Like, what? Like, trust, if I ever get Issa Rae's phone number, I'm going to be like, I was just calling girl to see if it worked. Okay, you need anything? I got you. Okay, good. Okay, bye. Like, that's literally, I'm probably going to do that like 3 or 4 times. Hopefully she don't block me. But yeah, it happens to the best of us. And there's no reason for Kevin Hart not to answer Issa Rae's number. I mean, Issa's producing and making, she got deals with studios. Like, Kevin's always trying to be in every movie. So, like, Kevin stayed booked and busy. Like, why wouldn't he want to work with Issa? And in fact, if you watch that whole episode where that clip was from, he even talks about, we got to work together. So I'm sure, in 2 years, 3 years, we'll see some movies from Issa and Kevin together. It'll be interesting. But my biggest takeaway from that is you need to be persistent and consistent. So persistent and consistent in your networking endeavors, activities, plans, action plan, whatever you want to call it. But you got to also be intentional about it. And so don't worry about being a pest, especially with busy people. Just keep calling. They'll eventually answer. It's fine. All right. We're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to talk about overcoming the fears and some practical steps to networking. These are the gems that you don't want to miss. But when we get back. Hey guys, Felicia here. Listen, guess what? I'm assuming if you're in the Patreon, you are watching me and we have posted this video in the Patreon. Hey girl, how you doing? Thanks for supporting us. Yes. If you are listening to this and you're not watching me on the Patreon, you're missing all this good facial expressions. Like, don't you want to? Because you know I'm crazy. Like, come on, guys. Join the Patreon. We got some good stuff. In fact, from this episode, there's going to be a networking worksheet guide that you're going to get. It's an action plan worksheet that we built just for you to spark your networking journey. But in order to get that, you gotta be a Patreon. It's only gonna be in the Patreon. So I don't know what to tell you, but we gonna keep making stuff. Like I promised. I knew it took me a minute, but I promise we making guides and practical tools, and we're gonna put video all in the Patreon. So I hope that you will join us and support the Patreon because we need your help. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna ask for help. Help us. Thank you, please. Appreciate y'all. If you love listening to this show, sign up. It's patreon.com/Trill MBA Show. And check us out. We're going to just keep adding things to help you with your career over there. All right. Now let's get back to this show. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap this up. We'll make this quick. We ain't going to be here all day since it's just you and me. The last thing I want to talk about networking is, okay, Felicia, so all the things about networking I've heard aren't true. I need to network. Now what? I got you. So first, if you have any fear around networking, you just got to put that to the side. And I know some of us have really big social anxiety and we don't like new people. I need you, if you're motivated by money, I need you to be like, hey, I'm doing this. I'm going to get in the practice of this because it's going to help me in my future and my money, right? Or if you like helping people and that's your jam like me, okay, I got to network because I got to help people. Like if I don't network, then I can't help people. Whatever you need to do to shift your mindset, that's what I need you to do because you need to be building these relationships. And you need to think about it not just as asking for help, but it's about mutually beneficial exchange. You have something of value to offer every other human being on this planet. You are uniquely and divinely built to help this society. And if you don't think that, then you need to schedule a call with me because we got a whole lot of more stuff to talk about, girl, because you leaving money on the table. So we got to work on that. But now let's talk about creating this networking action plan. First things first, you got to get intentional, which means you got to write down some goals for your networking. You got to put some KPIs around it, some key performance indicators. Like, hey, we're business people. Come on, you know what this is. Treat this like any other project that you have, right? And you really have to start thinking through, where do I want to go? Who can I help on my journey there? And who are the people I need to surround myself with as we get there together? And that's one step in your networking plan. And then the other thing is, like going back to the clip with Issa and Kevin, you got to stay persistent about making sure you go to the events, meet the people, get out there and have fun, right? But then follow up and keep following up and never not follow up. And that's really going to help you build a great networking plan. And then that will help you with whatever fear you have around networking. Okay? So the most important thing, guys, is that you get out of your own way get out of your own head and start sowing seeds into other people around you so that you can build your network and you can build those relationships. That's truly what's most important, because there is somebody that needs the unique knowledge and the unique way that you would articulate that knowledge. They need you, and you over here being selfish. Look at you. Why you do that? Don't do that. Go out there and share yourself with the world. Okay, maybe not everything though. Like knowledge, share your knowledge with the world. Okay. Now listen, the other thing. If some people don't respond or you don't jive with some people, don't take that personally. If they don't respond to you ever, don't take that personally. That's not personal. I know for me, the way I think about it, and it's because sometimes I got an ego and I'm petty. But like, let's say I try to connect with somebody, or even I need to ask them something and they like ignore me or they treat me like, oh, you ain't nobody. I'll be like, oh, okay, you gonna need me before I need you. Like, that's how I think about it. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's my human response. And then I keep it moving. Because again, it's not personal, guys. Okay? All right. So now, if you need some help or advice about a specific situation, go to trillmba.com/coaching to schedule a 45-minute consultation with me to strategize and walk through your specific work situation. In addition, you can always email ask@trillmba.com. I'm happy to either walk you through the question. If I know the answer, I'll, send you an email, or I'll connect you to the right person if I don't have the answer. So again, that's trillmba.com/coaching to schedule a 45-minute consultation with me. You can also schedule a exploratory call with me. It's a quick call to see if you would benefit from one of my coaching packages. That's also an option on that same page. Or you can just email me a question at ask@trillmba. Question, concern. If you want to talk about how much you love the show, I love those. I appreciate everyone who's been writing me since we took a little time off to say, hey, where is the show? Child, we are coming. We are back. If you're in this, we're back. We've been back by the time you hear this. But we, got a plan, got to regroup, got to get together. So it just took a little time, but we're back. Like, we got you, okay? So I just want to let you guys know, with this episode, if you are Patreon, you will get a networking action guide worksheet. Okay? I don't know if that will be the quite title, but I did make a worksheet as I was producing this episode for you guys. And so when this episode comes out, if you're a Patreon, you will be able to download this action guide worksheet to help you network at work. It's specifically for you at work. So if you're not on the Patreon, I'm telling you, listen, the team we're ready. We're getting together. Okay. So come on. All right, guys. Until next week, we'll have a new episode next week. Until next week, keep it trill. The Trill MBA Show is a Fair World Corp. LLC production. Executive produced by Felicia and Rose Inuha. Sound design and editing by Chris Mann with Podshaper. Theme music is Kick Push by Ryan Little. Keep it trill every day, y'all.